What's going on, people? It's TRV, baby, coming at you with another news article from the power of the driver's seat. Today's article is very interesting. It's very interesting because the reason for this particular article, there's a senator. You know what? I'm just going to read the article. Feel free to leave your comments down below. We definitely will have a 3 to 5 top comment video about this particular article. Again, I'm trying to get into the process of releasing one a day, so definitely like, subscribe, share if you feel the need. All right, a state senator introduced no speed limit bill because big rigs bother him. And this is coming from that infamous state of California. Yes, it is. Sacramento, California. A California senator introduced legislation last week to expand 2 highways in the district because he's sick and tired of trying to pass the semis, okay? Big semi trucks. California Senator John Morlock, and I'm pretty sure I'm saying his name incorrectly. You can always go to transportationnationnetwork.com and check it out. Gained national attention last week when he introduced Senate Bill 319 or 319. The new legislation will add 2 northbound and southbound no posted speed limit lanes to Interstate Route 5 and 99. Anybody knows the 5 and 99, especially when you go over the Grapevine and you dip down off the Grapevine, the 5 and 99 splits. The 5, you get a whole bunch of cows. The 99, you get a whole bunch of just farmland, which connect Los Angeles to the Bay Area. In a recent interview with roadandtrack.com, the senator explains his motivation of introducing the bill is in part because of a pet peeve he has about truckers. He told the Car Enthusiast news outlet he has a pet peeve with truckers. And you already know how we feel about that. You wouldn't even have that car if it didn't come on the back of the truck. That car wouldn't have been made if the materials didn't come on the back of a truck. You know, we ain't even gonna go there, drivers. Hold it down. We're not even gonna go there. He's in the article. He has a very, very dapper suit on. Guess how you got that suit? Guess how the thread got to you? You know, we're not gonna go there, drivers. All right. Let me go ahead and read a quote that he said.
The DAT Freight Exchange is where thousands of freight brokers and carriers that represent over 1 million trucks connect. DAT is the biggest and best solutions provider for supply chain professionals.
When you drive the 5 freeway in Central Valley, one of my pet peeves is I see a truck in the slow lane and I'm ready to go around them. There are only 2 lanes on the 5, and when I'm ready to go around that truck, that particular truck proceeds to move over in the fast lane to pass another truck, and it takes 5 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes for that truck to pass another truck. I know it bothers me, and I've talked to several others that it bothers as well. All right, Morlock. Here's the name right here. You see that right there? That's the name. Anyway. Okay. There we go. All right. Molar said he believes allowing four-wheelers the option to travel at unlimited speeds will greatly help to solve the constant frustration with trying to pass and avoid slower semi trucks. He said to roadandtrack.com. We're finding that it creates a certain amount of road rage as well, because then people start driving faster to get to the next group of trucks. Further, Morlock said he believes the 2-lane Route 99 is rated as one of the most dangerous roads in California because of so much massive cargo transportation which travels along that stretch. When questioned about the safety of having 2 Autobahn style lanes in the same direction, when questioned about the safety of having 2 Autobahn style lanes in the same direction beside 2 speed limited lanes, Morlock said he didn't see any issue. I would sense that everyone's going to be driving at a safe speed, at a safe level, because their goal is not to break the sound barrier. Their goal is to get to their destination. They're not going to jeopardize their lives or the lives of their passengers in these proposed lanes. He said truckers would be expected to remain in the 2 slower lanes, while four-wheelers would have the freedom to zoom. That's why we're proposing to add the lanes, so you can go ahead and accommodate vehicles that will move at 80 miles an hour average or higher. The semis will stay in the existing 2 lanes. We will have to see whether or not we could have some kind of restriction. According to California law, a new bill must wait 30 days before it can be referred to a committee for hearing. Mueller said he hoped that Transportation Committee or an Environmental Committee would take it up. However, he said the prospects don't look promising and concede that he might have misjudged the reaction the proposed legislation will create. He commented, "We'll probably get it killed in the first committee," and he laughs. "We'll see if we can get it through, but at least we're sparking a debate." It sure is sparking a debate. What do you think? Tell us in the comment section below, or sound off on Facebook, because you want to definitely check Facebook for Transportation Nation. All right. Basically, he's mad because we're taking so much time to pass another truck. The reason why we're taking so much time to pass another truck, because there's a truck speed limit of 55 miles an hour. Now, here's my proposal to this particular individual and to the state of California that I love and that I live in and that I pay taxes to. All right. In major cities, I get it. Los Angeles, 55. You know, most drivers drive 55 to 62, sometimes even 65. But once you get outside that major city, once you get past that 14, once you take that truck around and you start hitting the Grapevine, and you go up the Grapevine, when you come on the other side of that Grapevine, okay? When you come on the other side of that Grapevine and you dip down past the outlets, anybody that's a driver that's been to California that's been on the 5, you know what I'm talking about. Right there where the 5 and 99 opens up, the speed limit needs to be 75 for everybody. You will not have to deal with the frustrations. The only frustration you will have to deal with is, wow, I can't believe that semi is going faster than I am. Because we have no problem, especially when we're trying to get somewhere where we're trying to go, we will go ahead and put that, what's called the hammer down there, Senator. Your pet peeve is because there's a law that's restricting our speed. And the people that are passing the other trucks are most likely either passing the other trucks for 2 reasons. They're speeding, because anything over 55 is speeding regardless. The law says you can't go over 55. Most drivers, I'm not saying I would do something like that. I would never. But a lot of drivers are going to drive about 62 miles an hour. And then when you go 62 miles an hour and you hit a hill, you're going to slow down. So you got these doubles, you got these people that's hauling this heavy freight. So when they go up and down mountains, they're going to do what? Slow down. That right there is what? Physics? I don't know. But once they slow down because they're so heavy, what are the other trucks going to do? They got to go around. And now they can't go around and put the hammer down and go ahead and get up the speed. No, they got to go around and they got to, 1, watch for Old Smoky, meaning highway patrol. 2, we already know how California people drive, so the car's going to be on our butts. But at the same time, we're trying to get to where we're going as fast as legally possible. Not fast as we can, not as fast as legally possible. So these 2 lanes that you are proposing are not needed. What is needed is a buffer zone. Buffer zone. All right? Here's the buffer zones that you need to change. If you're taking the 15 to the 40, after you get, what's that, Barstow, where the 15 to Las Vegas and the 40 splits, once the 40 splits and the 15 split, it needs to be 75 miles an hour. Because anybody that's driven that 40 heading out of California knows there's nothing out there. There's nothing out there. And if you hit that 15 going to Las Vegas, there's nothing out there. So, in order to get the trucks to get out of your way, give us the ability to speed up and go to where we need to go. You want to create 2 extra lanes so you guys can have an Autobahn style whatever. That's millions of dollars that we probably don't even have right now in California. That's millions of dollars that could probably go to something else. Now, I do understand, you know, do we need an extra lane on the 5 and the 15, extra 2 lanes? We can always use more lanes on any freeway or interstate that we're traveling on. But in the places where there's nothing for 15, 20, 30 miles or more, you need to open us up. You would not have this issue, and this bill would not be needed, and the Congress would not waste their time if they go ahead and say, once we get on the other side of the grapevine, if you're in LA, speed limit 55, too much congestion going on right there. We're restricted to 2 lanes, and I understand the 55 in congested cities in California. But once you get over that grapevine, it needs to open up. 75 for everybody. If you do 75 for everybody, that means most trucks out here are governed at 62 to 65. Most truck drivers that are out here usually drive between 65 and 72. But we have the ability to do 80, 85. We have the ability to do that. I don't have the ability. I can go 76. But if you give me the option to either do 68 and then have to go around somebody, I have the ability to go around them at 76 miles an hour. Now, there's a safety comes into play when you're doing this. All right? Safety comes into play when you're doing this. All right? Most truck drivers have a lot more time behind the wheel. A lot of times when the accident happens, it's not on the truck driver's behalf. The truck driver might get charged and penalized for it, but it's usually, especially in California, being cut off or being brake checked because somebody don't like that we're driving a particular speed a certain way. Definitely can happen. Accidents can happen all the time. Definitely can happen. But if your pet peeve is being behind a truck, most likely the truck that you're behind has the ability to do 60 to 70 to 80 miles an hour. But your laws are restricting us. Take the shackles off of us in wide open areas. Meaning, if there is something that happens and there's almost an accident, there's bukus of wide open fields that we can just turn the truck, drive off into a field, and nobody can get hurt. There's rarely going to be an accident where a truck is going to slam into somebody from behind, in my personal opinion. You're in a place where you have the statistics, so you can definitely check that out. Just open us up. You would not have an issue if you just open us up. Again, once we get out of LA, go over the big mountain, come on the other side of the mountain, right there by those outlets, open us up. Speed limit 75 for 4-wheelers and semis. And watch the congestion and watch the people get to where they're going at a safe speed, at a comfortable speed, because we're not trying to jeopardize you stated here that people don't want to jeopardize their lives or the life of their passengers. We don't want to jeopardize our lives and our livelihoods. Okay, so we have a lot more to lose. You know, yes, if you get in an accident, people can get hurt, but we will lose our main source of income. So our driving is going to be a hint more cautious than somebody who's just trying to get from point A to point B. Anyway, that's how I feel about it. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Again, I'm going to try to put an article out every day. I'm going to try to pre-record some articles for you guys. And that way we can get some insight on this. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about them wanting to spin and create 2 extra lanes on the 5 and the 99 and spend a lot of more money when all they have to do is open us up? This bill went through because it's his pet peeve. You see how that worked? I'm so tired of being behind a semi who's trying to pass another semi, but he can't pass that semi as fast as he want to pass that semi because of the laws that we put in place. He can go in and change and put in a bill to change the law. Instead, he want to go ahead and spend millions of dollars so he can zip through in his very fast vehicle and get to where he wants to go. Like, we don't have places to go, especially when we're on electronic logs. We got to go where we got to go before them logs run out. You're just upset because we're abiding by the law that California put in place. It's TRV. Like, subscribe, share, leave your comments down below. Y'all be easy.